Hey everybody, this is Vril. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 and our playthrough as the German Reich. So we are successfully invading the Soviet Union. We captured Moscow, I think we captured Stalingrad last episode, and we captured Sevastopol there, as well as Baku, very important for the oil. So I think it's just a matter of time before they capitulate, but we need to capture quite a bit of territory. So yeah, they're more than 50%. On that way, so I've redrawn some offensive lines as I do. I actually went ahead and upgraded. I think I created a new tank, new Panzer IV, the B model here, and pretty good. I did the same thing with our submarines and also our FW-190, our interceptor aircraft. So I spent some of that and changed the production lines. Yeah, otherwise I need to get my armies kind of into position once again, and we'll start our offensive lines going. We're going to be trying to make a push towards Leningrad. A lot of valuable cities. Smolensk there. Yeah, all the way to Leningrad, and yeah, we'll try to encircle their army. Apparently we've got some... I do have some major rubber problems because they've have taken our rubber source in French Indochina, so probably won't have too many vehicles. Oh, actually, now that I think of it, it's actually the main rubber thing. It would be our motorized guys here. So let me see, what else could I build? Probably just build another line of these things as I've been doing, and we'll do whatever we can when we can. We're gonna need a lot of that. So anyway, how many days has it been since we started this? Yeah, these guys aren't quite. And I think this event, the Fall of Cairo, that pops up like every time I start loading into one of these saves. So we've seen that one before, nothing new. And yeah, maybe... yeah, looks like we're about ready to go. Let's get into position. Actually, we can go ahead and get these guys and Manstein going over here to the east. But these guys will wait till they're ready to go. Probably taking, yeah, a little bit of attrition here. Probably have some supply issues since we're sort of, actually it's not bad. Slightly over, but not too bad. Our aircraft are mainly in the central Russian sector. We'll be moving that on over once we get this offensive going. These guys are slightly low in strength. What is the issue here? I'm not quite seeing it. Okay. Well, they're all ready with their little check mark here. It's June 1st, so let's just go ahead and get this thing going. They're as at the highest strength they're going to be for this whole thing. So keep an eye on. I did rebase all of my guys. Wow, Moscow has 1,600 aircraft. So Siamese Empire, that's also over in the French Indochina. So yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they, because of the pressure this way, they might overflow the Soviets, that is, this way. Now we also have a half-track arriving. I'm going to hold off on upgrading that at the moment. Infantry anti-tank, that could be good. We have a lot of infantry. So let's see, yeah, let's go ahead and move most of our air cover to the northern front. See, does it take everybody? I think it did. Yeah, alright, well that'll help us in our push towards Leningrad. How's our attrition going here? I can't tell. Apparently we're losing a battle there. Yeah, not too much attrition, not bad. But yeah, we're just going to have a sustained summer offensive to try to get towards Leningrad, I'd say. This army is spreading out more than I would like. Yeah, we don't need it that wide. And then this one's not wide at all, so... redraw that. I don't know why. I don't like that how wide these... You know, like the game auto-selects what, once you capture territory, what it's going to have the new front line update to, and it's a little questionable. Like this here, it's actually the Guderian army. That is a weird front line from what I set it to be. And what about... yeah, that one's just like one province there. Okay, we are into... we've actually got... we've captured their radar that they built, so that's helping us. Is there casualties going? Yeah, we've got some casualties, alright. Do have to go around this little lake there, so more aces, non-aggression pacts from Italy, no thank you. Blew up something in the... oh, we actually took out 3 light cruisers. Not bad at all. Military police is done, so military police should have been on our garrison battalions. Yeah, we're not going to go into anything else there. Okay. I don't know what to research next. Haven't really been thinking about that. We were up to... excavation resource gain efficiency could be good. But really not, because we have enough of that already. Tactical bomber, yeah, let's go into air support, battlefield. These, they're not mutually exclusive, so we'll just do that. We seem to be bleeding troops against the allies. I'm not sure why, because as far as I know, we're not actually fighting them anywhere. But yeah, any of these battles I'm seeing against the... yeah, it's actually taking some pretty heavy attrition here. But yeah, all of these down here are all like... we're saying we're stronger, so that's pretty good. And this line seems to be really broad. Let's go ahead and redraw it. I think actually we've already matched, or got to where we wanted with this little offense here. So that would be on these guys. Let's go ahead and redraw that as well. Probably something like this. And that'll just like remove those guys tremendously all around. They're not really gaining much over there. I wonder if I just set these guys. I still don't know why they're not on the right lines that they are supposed to be on. Everybody is aggressive here, except for our main infantry divisions. There, everybody does seem to be aggressive stance, aggressively executing these battle plans. Looks like we can continue to go with Manstein down here in the far east, just about. Okay, again, these guys are really spreading out their lines there that we don't really need. Let me move... It's the Dietrich, I think that's, yeah, Sepp Dietrich. So I'm gonna actually move him... So we'll get everybody in position here. And we can go ahead and go. Okay, we still have really good air cover. What is this, non-aggression from Japan? No, thank you. More factories online, so... Is there anything that isn't maxed out? Just have those guys max out with the carrier fighters. We'll have to look at that. I think I've said that multiple times in the previous episodes, but we'll have to look at what... how many aircraft we've actually produced here. Let me double check one thing on Navy. So we've produced 5 carriers. I don't want to produce any more than that. So let me do the opposite of what I was looking at here. We want... Where's the carrier? Do we produce all the ones? No, it's right there. Carrier 2. We're going to produce 1 more, and we're going to be done with it after that. We could really use a heavy ship. You have anything good? We could use destroyers as well. Heavy cruisers. We have the... That may be something we want to research before we produce. Anyway, let's continue on. We've got some very low supply issues. Where's this at? Probably over here. Yeah. Getting into some low infrastructure areas over here in the eastern parts. Well, this is an interesting method that this guy's trying to do here. This is not what I wanted, though. I love the front lines on offensive lines, but you gotta wonder sometimes what they're really thinking on that. If we can just get to the Finnish border, then really we've encircled this, and I'm really surprised. I guess they are. Are they pushing out slightly into Belarus here? I think they are. Yeah, I'd have to look at the map between what we had now and then, but that does appear to be what they're doing. Again, this army's like spreading out completely, so I'm just going to tell them to do a mad rush towards the Finnish border, because I think that we're really not having much resistance here. What's our actual victory points like? Yeah, we're moving. 61%. What was the casualties there? 1.4 to 3.4. So yeah, they're really losing out. Gaining so much experience, more than we can even use. It looks like we've achieved our goals for the most part with Manstein, so let's go ahead. Where do we actually have some victory points around here? It's so hard to see on the map. I look forward to the point where they'll actually have a victory point map like they have in the other games. Well, just a couple more provinces and we will have cut them off completely here. There's a huge bulge here. Probably try to split them here. There we go. We've cut them off. This army a big, huge pocket there. So let's see, what do we want to do? I'm thinking doing a quick line this direction, just to make sure that they can't unencircle themselves. This will be a very successful campaign season here for the summer. Before we get into the winter months where things will get much more slow. Again, these guys are doing a really weird angle on that whole assault towards Leningrad. It may be, if they want to keep doing that, I'm going to let them do it. And we'll encircle them is what we'll try to do. So it kind of will have two pockets independent of one another. We'll be so out of supply. Battlefield support was done, so that could be interesting. Naval mission efficiency, that'll help once we actually get into all of that. We could actually go ahead, get this advanced computing machine going. Comp group is almost done too, in 10 more days. Sometimes I just gotta take control of these guys myself, and they'll really move with these motorizers so fast. Well, this is exactly what I wanted them to do. Just need that one last little province there, and then I'm gonna have them swing back. I'll probably have these guys. Okay, we just split these as well, exactly what I wanted. So alright, well this red army, I'm gonna have it surrounded by these guys. And we'll set up an offensive line just to attack at some point anyway. Actually, probably want to be going after... No, there's a couple victory points here, so yeah, just the center like it was telling us there. However we can do it. Is there any victory points up here? Yeah, there's a little bit. Obviously, capturing Stalingrad will be the main thing here. There's our comp group. Quickly take out this little encirclement. And that one I didn't realize there were two. There it is. Alright. So I'm going to have to reorient these guys and also head to research. Desperate defense? No, we're doing modern blitzkriegs. It's kind of interesting. Mutually exclusive. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Nothing really coming online anytime soon. So we'll have the Rommel army try to make a push for Leningrad themselves. Actually, rather than even doing that, let's just like go past. As these guys get into position, I don't think these guys need to be doing whatever they're doing anymore. Some victory points around here. Let's see if we can grab them. So that was with Guderian. How are these guys doing army experience-wise? Skill level, Rommel's almost an 8. Manstein's already an 8. Is he almost a 9? That's quite substantial. How's even Runested's? He started like a 3. Apparently he's charismatic. Good stuff. I think for his sake, we're just going to do a massive line down to Mongolia, Tanatuva, and all this stuff. So we'll see if we can capture Stalingrad here momentarily. It's still September, so our weather is still pretty good. These guys getting into position. I think I'm just going to have them attempt their attacks here. Actually, let's see here. We've got a couple squadrons. Let's put some guys, some aircraft in the Belarus. And some ground attack, maybe? What do we actually had total? We don't have much ground attack. Got a lot of fighters, not very many bombers. But having the air superiority is the most important thing in the game at the moment anyway. And these guys should be completely out of supply. Looks like we're ready to go with Rommel. And this little thing here kind of bothers me, so let me... Actually, these Red Armies guys here, I need to assign them to the front line. Let me get them doing this quickly. Take this out. Yeah, they're like totally unassigned. There they go, and let me select everybody and assign them to our front line over here, our offensive line that is pretty wacky. Alright, so Rommel's guys, all these guys are like totally over strength compared to the enemy, so things are going quite well. Alright, well we have Leningrad is encircled, we just took it. Just want to see where our victories. Yeah, so 79, 80% towards capitulation. Awesome stuff. And we've got some new dockyards coming online. Let's go ahead and do that heavy cruiser Deutschland class. Yeah, we got to do the Deutschland class. Military factories also. When we actually capitulate the Soviet Union, man, we're gonna have so many factories. So the fall of Leningrad. Leningrad, birthplace of the Russian Revolution, has fallen to advancing German forces. Sporadic fighting can still be heard from some suburbs, but a strange calm appears to have settled over the rest of the ruined city. Earlier today, columns of German soldiers marched past St. Isaac's Cathedral, whose great dome has been painted gray by the Red Army engineers to avoid attention of marauding Luftwaffe bombers. Despite their efforts, it is riddled with bullet holes and shrapnel impacts. Another victory for the Vaterland. And this pocket here looks like it's done as well. Yeah, cleaning this up. I'm almost wondering to start setting something up into... Like, what is the easiest way to get into the British Raj here? I'm thinking about that. We can start shifting some forces away from our efforts. However, that's going to be going through the mountains, and these guys are like motorized divisions, panzer divisions, not the best place to be fighting with tanks. So... what would be the choice? They would not want to give military access. I was just curious if they would. If we actually look at our diplomatic view, it might give you guys a good view on what's happening here. So we're basically at war with the entire world, minus a few nations. But yeah, we're going pretty well. Here's what my thought is. Let's try to at least get these guys on over here so we can take them into the British Raj, but for the now, let's just put them on the Afghan border. And I'm going to reorganize, put everybody on that front. I think I wanted it to be that way, but it, for whatever reason, was not like that. So let's... do something like that. And we'll just keep them going. Just like these guys had captured almost everything that I was telling them to do. And these guys completely out of supply, so we'll be thinking about what we want to do next. What do we actually have here? Just convoys. Fortunately not killing anything. There we go, we sunk a battleship, the HMS Nelson. That's pretty valuable. Funny that the British would just be hanging out on the shoreline here with a battleship. Apparently we have some radar stations in the British Isles. Which actually, let me look here. Nothing really new. What are their casualties like? Oh, they're 4 million. Closer day to capitulation, 15% more. But obviously we'll have to capture all of the allies here. We have Tanatu, Mongolia, Sinkiang. However you say that, I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, honestly. What do we have up here? We actually lost 3 submarines. I didn't even realize we had submarines up here, but they had destroyers and a light cruiser. We'll have to look at what our Navy's doing here between episodes. So let me just finish this off. And then I'm going to go ahead in this successful campaigning season here in the Soviet Union. There we go. So we have our free army here. We'll have to figure out what we want to do with that and continue pushing towards total Soviet capitulation here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to hit the like button if you did. It really helps out the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.